Hi there. I'm feeling a little bit sick today. Not so bad, just a little bit of something in my throat. I'm also very tired, but I feel well enough to put on earrings, so it's not so bad. And I want to show you what I do when I feel sick. So let's come into my kitchen. So, like any good naturopath, I've got some things on hand. Throat spray is the first thing that I go to, especially for sore throat stuff. This is a good one. It's from Whole Foods, but honestly, any herbal throat spray that has echinacea, osha, licorice, thyme, these are all going to be really, really helpful for any type of bacterial and a little bit of viral things going on. So it did that first. Then came to my fire cider, which I will put the link in the comments for how to make your own, but this is such a great thing. And my friend and I make it every year around October, November, so that you can have it for cold and flu season. You need to make it early like that because it takes about 4 to 6 weeks to sit and ferment and get ready, and then you strain it, and then you've got it on hand. It's really good for sore throats, for congestion. So definitely think like upper respiratory, that one's really good. Not so much lungs, but like up in the face. So that is really good. And here's how I recommend taking it. So you don't need much, but I recommend just a cute little shot glass worth to take as needed. I've taken it twice today and it's 2 o'clock. I recommend taking it before meals. So the formula is in apple cider vinegar, and apple cider vinegar, as we know, stimulates digestion. So I find that if I'm hungry enough, if I have an appetite, taking it 10 minutes before meals, helping it to coat the throat, get all of these good medicinal herbs into the system, and then you can eat afterwards, and it might help stimulate an appetite too. So definitely have that in hand. Check the comments so that you can make your own. And then 3 nutrients that are always great to have in the cupboard for if you feel sick, can be good maintenance as well. So first one, going to the refrigerator, is vitamin C. I really like the Quicksilver liposomal vitamin C. Liposomal means that it's not completely water soluble. Most vitamin C is water soluble, so if you take too much, you pee it out or you have loose bowel movements. But the liposomal gets more into the cellular level, so it's really good for skin and connective tissue as well, but very good for the immune system. So that one's great, and you also don't need as much of it with the liposomal version. So vitamin C. Number 2 is zinc, and I really like this zinc brand, the Zinc Plus by Claire Labs. They're wonderful, but any zinc is good. The piece to be mindful of with zinc, dosing wise, about 15 to 30 milligrams is good for if you're sick. And the piece to look for, which is why I really like Claire Labs, is because they include copper. So if you're taking zinc every day, it's good for immune health, it's good for men's health. There's a lot of benefits to having good zinc. It's also very good for acne. But if you take zinc without copper, that can lead to toxicity. So having a zinc and copper blend is super, super important. It doesn't need to be much copper either. This one by Claire Labs has 15 milligrams of zinc and 1 milligram of copper. Now, usually I take this just as a maintenance dose. I'm just going to take a little extra today. And the third thing, hopefully you're taking this already, is vitamin D. Vitamin D plus K2. Vitamin D is great for overall immune health. It's the conductor of the immune system, so vitamin D tells everybody what to do in the immune system. So having vitamin D is so good for wintertime, especially those of you that live in a latitude where you're not getting a lot of sunlight, but almost anywhere it's really helpful to have. Vitamin D plus K2 increases its absorption, and it's good for bone health, good for heart health as well. Now, this is by Thorne. I like this one, but I am going to try another one once that one's empty, by Da Vinci Labs. And this one's A, D, and K. Now, all of these vitamins are fat soluble. So vitamin A, vitamin D, and vitamin K are fat soluble. Vitamin E is as well. But why I'm going to try this one is because the vitamin D and the vitamin K is super important, but vitamin A is also good for the immune system. It does have a little bit of liver considerations that you need to watch out for. So if you're taking high doses of vitamin A, it can lead to liver toxicity, so we don't want that. So be mindful, always consult with your physician. But it's really good to have if you have autoimmune as well. We're seeing that 30,000 IUs of vitamin A per month is great for autoimmune. So I'm gonna give that one a try. Okay, the next thing I want to share with you, and I'm gonna do it, is the weirdest, the most naturopathic thing, but it is so effective for congestion and sore throat and head congestion. So come with me and I'll show you the next steps. This, you'll need a couple of things. Your thinnest pair of socks, your thickest pair of socks, and a bathtub. I want to bring you into the bathtub with me. You can also do it in a hot shower if you don't have access to a tub. So take a super warm bath, super hot shower, get yourself all super cozy, and then when you get out of the shower or out of the bath, grab your tiny thin pair of socks, run them under cold water, the coldest water that you can. Just tap water is fine. You don't need to do an ice bath or anything like that. Cold water. Put these wet socks on your feet. I know, it sounds so strange, but it is so helpful. Then once the cold wet socks are on your feet, put on your thick socks right on top of it, and then get into bed. So go rest and let yourself sleep with those socks on. Honestly, it is one of the best things, and why it works is because the body temperature that you just created artificially with the warm bath and the warm shower helps to bring blood flow to the surface. And you put on these cold, wet socks at the bottom of your body, and the blood flow and lymphatic flow starts to move the blood flow and the congestion down towards your feet. So this is especially helpful if you have congestion in the face or like head congestion. Sore throat can also be helpful too. So you wear the wet socks and all the blood flow goes down. The body works to get the blood flow down to the feet, and it takes the pressure and congestion out of the head. You'll wake up with dry socks and less congestion. Now, one extra bonus for sore throat specifically, you can do this same patterning with like a cold wet washcloth, but don't sleep with it overnight. Just take a super hot shower or a super warm bath, get your neck nice and warm, and then place a cold wet washcloth over your neck, cover it with a dry, warm, thick towel, and then let it sit there for about 20 minutes. That will bring fresh blood flow to the throat, and it will help with the congestion as well. So be well, stay healthy this season. Let me know in the comments if you have any other tips that you want to share or any other questions you have. Okay, see you soon.